Margaret Atwood's acclaimed 1985 novel, The Handmaid's Tale, about the not-too-distant future, has most recently enjoyed success as a popular streaming show on Hulu. However, a largely dismissed and nearly forgotten big-screen adaptation from 1990 is ripe for reappraisal and rediscovery. It tells the story of a near-future dystopian society, where pollution and war has put wealthy white men in the highest positions of power, mixed religious overtones with politics and everyday life, and has made most of the human population sterile, with the exception of a few women who are controlled by the dictatorship-like government. These women are called handmaids, and are no different to slaves in a society gone wrong. Because only a small percentage of women can have children, those that do are suppressed and controlled by the government and dehumanized as a result. The story is told from the point of view of Kate, a woman who tried to escape with her family into free country, but is captured and turned into a handmaid and forced to work for a powerful, rich couple. Her sole purpose is to provide a child for them, regularly participating in a disturbing ceremony that looks more like justified rape in order to conceive a child. Natasha Richardson plays Kate in a subtle and alluring performance that anchors Kate's journey from devastated mother torn from her family and forced into the conforming life of a handmaid to an intelligent and ethical human being hidden under the constant oppression of society, searching for and finally finding freedom on her own terms, but not without facing danger at many turns. The film's depiction of a civilization that could conceivably become so male-dominated, as well as have religion and wealth play such a powerful role in government, and have women so harshly subjugated in a society, may have seemed too implausible or even ridiculous in 1990, that it could have easily been dismissed by critics and audiences at the time. However, it looks more pertinent to contemporary times now more than ever, and its story feels more modern today than it probably did 30 years ago, which explains the recent success of the Hulu adaptation and the box office and critical failure of the 1990 film. I will admit it took me a while to warm up to such a cold and calculated vision of the future, but eventually you do, and repeat viewings reveal the multifaceted story more easily. It has a graphic, color-coded, comic book style to the cinematography that's so well choreographed, you can see how carefully it must have been storyboarded. I'd be surprised if it wasn't. Its depiction of a world in turmoil looks tangible, and a feeling of dread permeates throughout the film, thanks to director Volker Schlondorf, who may seem like an odd choice. However, he directed the masterpiece The Tin Drum, which, like The Handmaid's Tale, tells the intimate journey of a central individual, surrounded by destruction, economic depression, moral degradation, and war. World War II in The Tin Drum, a fictional future war in The Handmaid's Tale, but without losing focus of the main character caught up in such extraordinary times in both films. Another reason the film might have been dismissed is the inclusion of Faye Dunaway. She gives a strong performance, but in the decade prior to The Handmaid's Tale, she starred in 2 box office failures. The cult classic Mommy Dearest, where her brilliant but controversial portrayal of Joan Crawford wouldn't be appreciated for years, and Supergirl, where her campy portrayal of villainous Selena was universally panned, thus marring the Oscar winner's credibility. However, The Handmaid's Tale uses her acting strength well, and having her character constantly gardening reflects her character's frustration and desire for fertility and children. Robert Duvall, in my opinion, is an odd choice for the commander. He does a fine job, but isn't slimy or unattractive enough, I feel, for what the character represents. Elizabeth McGovern steals the show as a rebellious lesbian who befriends Kate. Her performance remains fresh and appealing, and is the least stilted in the overall futuristic weirdness of the film. Her and Richardson's sisterly bond makes the film worth watching many times, and their scene together in the bathroom of the forbidden nightclub late in the movie is possibly my favorite scene because of how touching and poignant they both make it. In conclusion, this film adaptation of The Handmaid's Tale is a compelling but bleak realization of the future that seems more relevant than ever, although it may not be for everyone. I found it beautifully shot and fascinating to behold. More than anything, I find that the film is a testament to its lead actress, Natasha Richardson, who was taken from us too soon. And this film gives us a great glimpse of her natural beauty and acting talent in many long and loving close-ups. The final few moments of the film feature Richardson alone to give the multi-layered story and its central character closure, and she does so with a beautiful voiceover that's paired with a gorgeous final shot that gives Kate's story an unexpected feeling of hope and positive outlook of the future in the world she lives in.